Hi everyone and welcome to Computer Science 1. I'm Debbie Sorrentino. I'm the instructor for this class, and in this video I'm going to give you a tour of our class and kind of show you everything that you need to know to proceed successfully throughout the semester. So we're going to start here. When you enter our course in Blackboard, you'll see our home page, so you always want to check for any announcements. This view of announcements is only one line, so if you click here, you'll see the entire announcement. Or you can also come over here to course announcements, and this will show you all the announcements for the course. There's only one now. So I'm going to go back to our home page, and you'll see T-Wolf's email here. T-Wolf's email is very important because this is an online class, and the only way that I can contact you and you can contact me is through email. So it is essential that you're checking your email, your T-Wolf's email, all the time. If you would like to forward it to your phone or a different email address, you can do so. I have some information in the resources and facts section on how to do that, but I expect 3 to 4 times minimum you'll be checking your T-Wolf's email to look for any correspondence from me. A few other things, we have these are tutorials, lynda.com. You have access to this through NCCC, and sometimes they have some helpful programming information out there. Starfish is an early alert system, and there is a pilot running this semester at NCCC. And it's only for certain students. If you're in nursing or culinary, or if you're an online only student, meaning you're only registered in online classes, not a combination of online and classroom, you will be part of this project. So you might want to check out this flyer and watch the video. Over here, we also have all the NCCC policies. As far as attendance for online courses, our computer usage statement, plagiarism, all kinds of information, tutoring that you need to know, and the academic integrity policy. And down here is a link to Atomic Learning. This is also software you can check out for free. It has a lot of helpful information on how to use different computer applications and all kinds of things. Not too much programming in Atomic Learning though. Okay, so that's our home page where you'll land every time you enter the course, and now I'm going to start talking about what you find over here. This just brings you to your home page. So if you navigate out, you can get back in. Start here is where you start an online class, and this kind of tells you what it is that you need to do. All right, this is an entirely online course. So if you are new to Blackboard and new to online courses, you should go through the NCCC e-learning student orientation. It can be found right here on the student resources page. I believe it's also on the My Institution page. If you spend the time to go through that orientation, it is going to make the rest of the semester a lot easier for you. So please don't think it's a waste of your time. It's very, very important. And I'll let you read through this. I'll probably talk about most of this as I proceed through the class. So click on Start here, follow these instructions, and as part of these instructions, it does tell you to go through all the orientation and these course information documents. So I'm going to move into the course information documents. Some of these I'm going to talk about. Some of these I'm just going to tell you to read. So you can read the welcome document. This is the video you're watching now. This is my contact information and my logon schedule. So, you can check all this information here. But I just want you to know that I check my email, my classes, Monday through Friday. Many times I'll check on the weekend. If you do send me an email, I will generally respond within 24 hours. If you send me something on the weekend, sometimes I respond, sometimes I don't respond till Monday. It just depends on my schedule. You can always come and visit me during my office hours if you are on campus. If you have any questions or concerns, just because you're an online student doesn't mean that you can't come see me face to face. Okay? The textbook for this course, just make that view a little bit nicer for you. Okay. You need the textbook. You have to have it. It's required. You'll need information in it. You'll need to be completing an assignments out of it. It's packaged with software called My Programming Lab, which we will be using. So you can see here you're required to have a textbook and My Programming Lab. This is what the textbook looks like. I'm very mindful of how much books cost. I have one son that just graduated from college. I have another who's a sophomore in college. So I understand that the need to find a cost-effective solution. The first thing you should know is that this textbook package can be used for both Computer Science 1 and 2. So please don't rent anything because you're going to need it for both semesters. And in the bookstore, you can see here there's new or used options. There's an ebook only option. You can buy it cheaper directly from Pearson Education, and the instructions in order to do that are all right here. There you go. The cost is $96.95 directly from Pearson. So that option is yours. I know if you need to use your financial aid, you'll likely have to purchase from the bookstore. If you're just buying this outright, I would recommend purchasing it from Pearson because it is cheaper. I have a lot of students over the past few years that have just used the ebook version from Pearson Education, and they seem to be fine with that. If you have any questions on that, you can let me know. Okay, let me just go back into this for a second. I don't know. Okay. The other thing that you should know is we're going to be using Microsoft Visual Studio Community Edition 2017. And in the first module, I'll give you instructions on how to download that for free. So I didn't really address it here in the course information documents. Okay, so this is our course syllabus. It just has a description, our student learning outcomes, the learning module descriptions. You can read this. We've been asked in many cases if we provide a Word document to provide a PDF version of the same document, so you'll see both of these here. Next is our course schedule. This is probably the most important thing that you need to have with you at all times to make sure that your material is submitted in a timely fashion. So for instance, I'll click on this, and this is a full course schedule. It tells you when everything is due. There are very specific due dates in an online course. Some people think they can just complete things when they want. That is not the case. It's essential that you're following the schedule. Here you can see my course grading policies. We're going to have 35% of your grade will be based on programming projects. There'll be one in each of the modules. Any project received late is assessed a late penalty of 5 days per weekday, and no projects are accepted 1 week after the due date. We have quizzes. Every module will have a quiz, and there'll also be a final quiz worth 2 quiz grades. The lowest quiz grade will be dropped. Before we take the first quiz, I'll talk more about this. There's going to be assignments are worth 15% of your grade. Some are from the textbook and some are in my programming lab. These are not accepted late. They have to be in by the due date. There are discussions in each module. Sometimes you need to post a response. Most times you do. And sometimes, you always have to post, but then sometimes you need to respond to another student as well. Discussions are not accepted late. And at the end of the course, I do ask you to complete a course feedback survey. And here you can see the grading scale. So you can look that over more carefully. And I'm just going to let you read through the course expectations, the NCCC, disability disclosure. Everybody has to complete the academic integrity at NCCC. It's just one question. You complete it, you're done. I'd like you to read through the policies on plagiarism and copying work, and then your next steps, which will be how you'll proceed in the course. So for the first 2 days, I just have the course information documents and syllabus open. I'm hoping people will take that time to complete the e-learning orientation and then go through all of the course information documents, start working on purchasing your course materials, and then on Wednesday, our learning modules will open up. As you can see here, there's nothing to display. I'm going to go into my view so you'll see there's more. And the first module, Introduction to Programming, will be open at that time. This is a link to my programming lab. You don't need it yet, but I'll explain that further when you do need it. Some of these things you can't see yet. The programming tutorials, which I'll talk about at a later date. The calendar, all of the due dates for this entire course, let me move into September so you'll see more due dates, are all out on this calendar as well. So you have the course schedule that you can follow in the course information documents here, or you can refer to this calendar. Whatever is easier for you, it's important that you are always aware of these due dates. And they're pretty consistent. You'll see assignments and discussion posts are due on Fridays. There's no discussion response for this module, but they're due on Monday. You have 2 days to complete a quiz, Tuesday and Wednesday, and projects are always due on Tuesday. So, you know, it is quite consistent. I showed you the course announcements here. This is how you send me an email, and this goes to my college email, and when I respond, it comes back to your T-Wolves email. So you have to go to T-Wolves. It won't be in here. And instructions on how to send me an email are listed up in the course information documents. Your grades are always here. You can always see you know, your grades at any time, so make sure that you're checking them. Under resources and facts, sorry, I'll make that a little easier for you to read. You know, how to configure your T-Wolves email if you want to get a copy sent to another email. Just other facts. Can I resubmit things? What if I can't get my project to run? What is and is not accepted late? How to edit your Blackboard notifications. Maybe you want to get text notifications about things. How to participate in discussions. So if you have questions, that's always there. If you need any help at all, we have e-learning student support. We have a great person who works with that, Christina, so you can contact her if you have questions on Blackboard or online learning or anything like that. And then a link to Blackboard help if you need help in Blackboard. So that is kind of an overview of our course. When we begin each module, there'll also be a video that explains that module and what you need to do and how you should proceed. Please don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions at all. I am very quick to respond, and I'm always happy to help you with the course. The key to success in this course is completing everything in a timely fashion. It's a 4-credit-hour course. So if you were in the classroom, you would be getting 4 contact hours or 4 lecture hours. In addition, be spending another 4 to 8 hours outside of class to be successful. So you have to have that same time commitment, 4 plus probably 4 to 8 hours outside of class to be successful in this course. So if you're not getting the material and you're spending an hour every week in the course, that's because you're not spending enough time. So that's important. Be sure you're logging on at least 3 times a week, checking your T-Wolves email 3 to 4 times a week, and spending the amount of time that you need. Don't wait till the last minute. You should be working along through the material diligently up to the due date so that you have the ability to finish everything. Okay? As always, feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns.